We are back with our good friend Ashley Ray to talk about an exciting new development that she's going to share with us today. Ashley Ray, thank you so much for coming back in, and we can tell from your look that you have something
new. A
little
different reason.
A little bit different today. What are we talking about?
Yeah, so we're talking about my new role as Mrs. Central States International 2020, and just a little bit about that and the platform that I represent through that, and so yeah.
Talk a little bit about the organization to start then, if people are not familiar with it.
Okay, so you have Jessie Ahmet on quite a bit, Mrs. North Dakota International. So I was Mrs. North Dakota International 2016. At that time, I represented my platform and my nonprofit, the Copewell Foundation. Went to nationals, placed in the top 15, was awarded Mrs. Midwest International 2017. Did it again, placed top 15, had an opportunity to go back, but I took a couple years off to be at home, to now I was living out my current platform because it changed. And so now I had an opportunity to go back as Mrs. Central States International 2020. So.
Okay, and so talk about your platform now.
Yeah, so my platform, the last couple of years, so my husband and I have been married for 4 years, and when we got married, like most couples, we tried to have children, and we struggle from infertility. And it was through that journey, it was a long journey, but we came to realize that our inability to conceive was an ability, to recognize that God had a different plan for us and for our lives and for our family, and that led us down the beautiful path of adoption and foster care, and just wanting to use that experience to now help other people. And so this movement, this platform, so on average is about 437 U.S. children in foster care and only 200,000 foster homes, 30 to 60% of which drop out each year for different reasons. Those numbers combined with our personal experience with foster care empowered us to want to launch this movement, to create conversation and understanding around the impacts of foster care and the undeniable needs for loving foster families. And so through the movement, we've got the podcast, we've got conversations, we have a blog, and then we have our campaign. And it's through those that we're collaborating with families, institutions, and political leaders around the globe to share different initiatives and resources and real-life stories about foster care from a variety of perspectives. And our overall goal with all of this is three-part. Number one, to eliminate any misconceptions and create realistic expectations of what the foster care experience is all about. Number two, provide support outlets for current foster families. And then number three, just ultimately encourage families to make an impact in the life of a child and be a foster.
You are living it, and
we are, yes.
You know, saying it's a platform. You're using your platform to really. You wouldn't have to. You're busy. You wouldn't have to be taking this step, but it's something you're very passionate about.
Yes, and the international system is just, because people ask me, why a pageant? Why not just promote it? And I never thought pageants would be a way for me to promote something I'm so passionate about, but the international system is fabulous. They focus primarily on platforms. They give women like me the ability and the outlet to share a message on a different level that you maybe wouldn't have otherwise have thought of. And before, when I represented North Dakota and the Midwest, that was very much my platform. That was about my cancer journey that happened to me before I met my husband. This is our platform together, and it's just as much his story and his journey as it is mine, and so it's together that we've launched this movement, and we're trying to help this grow.
What kind of feedback are you getting from people?
Incredible. Everywhere I go, I talk about it. Even yesterday I was at in Bismarck for the North Dakota Women's Business Summit, talking about my entrepreneur journey with Itzer Brand Enterprises, and I had the opportunity to share a little bit about this, and people just afterwards, they come to me now more about this than my own business, so which is great because it impacts so many people. So many people are impacted by adoption and or foster care, and again, we just want to create those outlets for them because there's not always those outlets for the foster families and the kiddos that are in the system. And so, again, just really wanting to bring everybody together to advocate for the kids better, and yeah, so.
And starts the conversation, which
yes,
is,
it does. That's what you need
to start somewhere.
You do.
Well, I'm so happy for you, excited for you, and we'll have to have you back on because it's an important conversation to have.
That would be great.
There's so many, we could have you on every day. You have a lot going on. I love how you balance it all. Just quick before you go, how can people find out more information on your platform?
Yep, just go to beafoster.org.
Thank you so much. Stay with us. Coming up next, we're going to be talking with the West Fargo High School about a fun, safe, new way to trick or treat.